Hail and well met, friends! Andang here with some good news. I did actually level my character up to 75 thanks to a suggestion from someone in the chat. They looked at the class trainer back in the Beorning starter zone and realized that at level 75 you get some mounted combat skills. And so basically, you have 5 skills that you can use. You have a Ferocious Roar, which is as you expect, it's a roar. You have the ability to Execute, which actually takes some of your Wrath, actually all of your Wrath that you have at the time. You have a Heal that restores 5% maximum morale and reflects 10% of damage for a little bit. You have the ability to slash at enemies, and of course, you have Bees. They're pretty small though. But that's alright, and if we switch over into the yellow, another heal, just the same type of execute, just a little bit different stats, more on the support side, well, a lot more heals, which is good for yellow line, since that's kind of what it does. And then tanking line, you of course get extra morale, just like normal, and it just increases some of your defensive abilities. 25% chance to restore 10% maximum morale on this skill, and it has a pretty small cooldown. So, I mean, you should be able to keep up pretty well in mounted combat. As with some of the other classes, it doesn't really feel that different than the other classes with mounted combat. You know, very few classes do feel like their own in mounted combat, so no surprises there really. It would have been cool though to be able to turn into a bear though and just do mounted combat that way, but that would have required so many more resources, I'm sure, and it's probably not worth all the trouble. I would like to point out though that right now, basically you can only level to level 45 without using XP boosts and stuff like that, which I don't think very many people think to do, just from the auto level place. And that basically means that, assuming that someone was very zealous, they might make it to level cap, but there's really not that many people that are going to actively level the character on a test server, especially in the 3rd build. And so that means mounted combat is going to be basically untested when it goes live. That's kind of an issue. Once again, if you did not hear the news, the update is coming out November 5th. But that kind of disappoints me that they're not testing the class for just non-mounted combat really beyond level 50, because they haven't given players the option to auto-level. And they're not going to be testing the mounted combat at all, pretty much, because their players aren't going to want to go through all that trouble. And I think that that's a big issue. And I don't really know if there's a way around that at this point in the game. I wish that for this build, they would have actually given players the opportunity to auto-level their Beornings to level 100. They have the ability to auto-level all the other characters to 100. Why not the Beorning? There might be some technical reason, but they could just give quests that grant XP. You don't have to. It's really not that challenging to do. They've done it in past betas, so I'm very disappointed at the way that they're testing this update. Also, according to the forums, there's the epic battle is only going to be a duo, and there'll be a 6-man option released later after the release sometime. I think that they definitely need that time to test, so I think that that's good. But at the same time, it's disappointing. A lot of people are waiting for good group content. I don't know if the new epic battle will be good group content. So I kind of wish that even though the update goes live, they give the option for another round of beta and allow players to get their Beornings up to level 100, test out the class, test out mounted combat, and then maybe sometime after the update, once it's ready, release the 6-man on beta, let it be tested before it goes live. And, don't worry, you don't have to just open the test server right before an update. You can still be testing stuff after the fact. And I hope that they consider that. I doubt they will, though, just because they've never done that before. Anyway, I think overall, with this in mind, that there is mounted combat skills on the Beorning, the fact that the Beorning non-mounted combat's in a pretty good spot, I think update 15 is in a decent area. Obviously, there's the music system, there's the changes to the new epic battle that they need to test, and there's also the Beorning beyond level 50 that they haven't tested at all, and so there could be a big issue that just has not been uncovered because very few people have tested it. One thing I noticed is that in mounted combat, even though I invested into power, I'm going through power really quickly. And so I think some of the skills might be too power intensive on the Beorning's mounted combat, and it's just little things like that that players would be able to notice right away that is going to keep this update from being all it could be if they would have been testing it properly. So anyway, that's enough of my rant. I am glad that there are Beorning mounted combat skills, and I'll see you guys for update 15 on November 5th. But till then, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button below. And if you'd like to see more of my daily content, feel free to subscribe, and you'll be notified when that new content comes out. And also, if you'd like to help support my channel and help me continue to create high-quality videos, feel free to support me on Patreon, and you can get all sorts of great rewards in the process. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.